What is up everyone, Xark Absolutely here, and today we bring you another Minecraft Pocket Edition video and mod showcase. Today we're showcasing the Elemental Swords mod, which brings 9 unique swords into Minecraft Pocket Edition. The good thing to this is that you can actually craft them on survival, and they don't require expensive materials. It is actually pretty easy to craft them, and you can just do it in your world. All you need to do is have some flint and steel and some sticks, and you can create anything just like a fire sword. Isn't that cool? So let's begin by going into the inventory and see that we got this 9 different swords. So let me begin by just picking 2 of them. So these are 2 of the first swords that I'm gonna be showing you: the fire sword and the lava sword. Now the difference is the lava sword is a more powerful version of the fire sword, and the fire sword you can actually craft it by using only flint and steel and sticks, while the lava sword requires the fire sword and 8 lava buckets. So as you guys can see on the bottom right corner, you will see there's an icon of the sword, and this is basically the power up, and if you hold it, you will see this happens for the fire sword, and it just creates a wave of fire and just burns everyone inside the radius, just as those mobs that just died. Feels bad, man. And then the lava sword, it's basically the same thing, but I think it is a smaller radius, so I have to get closer in order to damage these mobs. And look at that. I think this is a more powerful version of the fire sword, and they eventually also die. So this is the lava sword. The next swords are the water and the ocean sword. Now it is basically the same thing. If you hit someone with the water sword, it would just create some water particles, and if you hit it with the ocean, it would just do the same thing. So let me just spawn these skeleton horses, hit them with water, and then they will get some splashes of water. That's about it. And then I use my power up, they will be poisoned and they will start to take some damage. And I don't know if it works on all mobs. I know that it doesn't work on zombies. It is rare. I mean, this doesn't even get damage. I don't know why, but the particles look pretty neat. It's like a water spout or a brine, reverse brine, I don't know. So the next ones are the air and the storm. So let's show them the air sword and the storm sword. The difference is that the storm is actually more powerful and would send all these mobs flying into the sky higher than the air sword. So if I hit it, they would die, he would die, and he would die too. Okay, I just messed it up. And okay. Alright, so if you use a power up of the air sword, you will see that they go to the sky, but not very far. Let me just do it again. It's not very far, but they still take fall damage. And the storm sword actually brings them higher and has larger radius on of where to hit the mobs. The other variant swords are the dirt and the jungle sword. Now I think the dirt sword is the stronger version of the jungle sword, but let's show them. So if I spawn these skeleton horses and use the power up of the dirt sword, you will see this kind of like an earthquake, and then it creates pitfalls or destroys the ground below the actual mobs. And that's about it. I can spawn more and it would do the same thing. The radius is pretty big, so it is very cool to use, but it could destroy your house, so be careful where you use this sword. And let's spawn more skeletons and use the jungle sword. Now this one is a bit slower, but eventually gets every single mob, and I just got an error. Alright, I am back. I don't know why I got that error. It was probably because I was spamming the ability. Let me try to use it once again. Okay, there's no error now, but I don't know. It's probably an error of spamming the mod. and as you guys can see, they get poisoned, I think, and they eventually die off with a jungle sword. So that is the power up. And last but not least, my favorite one, which is this thunder one. Let me actually bring the creeper eggs. This sword is the most epic sword ever, because you eventually become the thunder god and you are able to smite down any single mob and call for thunder to come to you. So let's burn this creeper and empower them, creating them as charged creepers. Just look at that. And that is one of the powers this sword has. You actually have to use a lava sword and 8 diamonds in order to craft it, which is very expensive, but it is super worth it. Except for the special power, which is very dangerous to use, I think, because you have fire resistance here as a set default power, and it doesn't run away. It's just it stays there. And if you want to smite everyone near you, let me actually spawn more creepers nearby. Let's say you're surrounded by all these creepers and you want to take them down. Let's call for help. Just look at that. All the thunder power. And they eventually become stronger. And then you realize you messed up and you get killed. And every single item you had is lost forever. So this is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and mod showcase. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you guys want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe. This is XRCabsolute, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye bye.